I hope it works. Okay, that's what happens when I put the camera on my cat. I don't realize it. Okay. Anyway, where was I? Okay. Bilbo, voiceover narration. Hobbits are, if you've never heard of us before, basically little rabbit people. Kind of like anime Nikos, but not as hot. Cut to a somewhat gross-looking hobbit picking wax out of his ear. Bilbo, way less hot. Oh yeah, and we don't have the Nico bunny tail and ears, but you know, it's cool. We chill, we smoke, we cook even better food than hipsters, and more all natural too. Man, I don't even know if hipsters are a thing anymore. What is the new Zoomer thing? Like, what is the new, like, Zoomer, like, hipster, which is, like, an evolution of a hipster, but it's, like, more, like, politically radical? Like, I have no idea. I'm sure they've made a name for themselves now, but, you know, because of my cultural isolation, ever since I started working for the gig economy, I'm just a fucking lone fucking porter out on my own, just like fucking Sam Porter from fucking Death Stranding that I never finished. So I don't know what's going on in the world. I'm literally out of touch. But, anyways, where was I? I'm sure there's a name for him, or there will be, if they're not. You know what, I was talking to my mom the other day, and I was like, whatever happened to Visco Girls? I feel like Visco Girls had their life cut short and died because of the fucking pandemic, because even though during the entire pandemic, the beginning, middle, and end, or the end isn't here yet, but you know, whatever portion of the pandemic, like at all points, you could still go to the beach. So honestly, there's kind of no reason why the Visco Girls don't exist anymore, but maybe they do, but maybe they're just not as big anymore. I don't know. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm sure there's a new thing that I'm totally out of touch with. Because I'm only interacting with my own family like a fucking pioneer frontier woman. Anyways, where was I? Okay, yes, we cook even better food than hipsters, and more all natural, too. Bet you're hella jealous now, right? But anyway, we keep to ourselves. Like, we don't read the newspaper except for the funnies, and we don't listen to talk radio. Oh yeah, and we're very communist. Don't tell anybody. Hee hee. Then there's a knock on the door. Bilbo snaps out of his daydream. Hey, Frodo, kid, can you get the door? No answer, just more knocking. Bilbo. Frodo! God fucking damn it. Where is he? Scroll outside, past all the little burrow homes, and the farms, gardens, etc., etc. Hobbits milking pigs and riding on goats, and just generally acting like a bunch of sweet, innocent Down syndrome children. Nothing problematic about that. Oh yeah, and they're also all putting up signs for Bilbo's birthday. Can't forget about that. He's like I know, he's like, just because he's the richest guy in town, he's like the fucking mayor. But, okay, whatever. Random Hobbit guy. Hey, that's not the right sign. Hobbit woman. Looks at the sign she's hammering into the ground. Oops, silly me! She laughs at herself drunkenly, with her face all red, as the camera pans back and shows that it's a polling place 100 feet sign. Okay, enough shenanigans. Oh, really? Finally, we see Frodo. You know, the star of the fucking movie. Yeah, he's sitting out in the forest reading, but then from afar he hears singing. Faint singing. Fire on the mountain, run boy, run. Frodo leaps up, happier than a pig in shit, and races down the hill. Gandalf is arriving in a cart. Gandalf singing, chicken in the pan in the rising sun. Frodo comes to a stop beside the cart with his arms folded, pretending to be all serious. Frodo, what are you doing around here, old man? I thought we told you, we don't take kindly to your kind around these parts. Gandalf looks up. Oh, is that so? Well, what are you gonna do about it, you midget lesbian? That's not problematic at all. Awkward, tense silence. Then they both burst out laughing. See, they're friends. Frodo leaps into Gandalf's arms. They both go riding off in the cart. Gandalf, giddy up, pony. Pony rolls eyes. Goddamn hippies. Gandalf, so how's my motherfucking old friend Bill? He just said motherfucking for no reason. How's my motherfucking old friend Bilbo? I heard his birthday is supposed to be off the hook. Yes, this is how parodies work. Like, you literally don't change anything. You just change the dialogue to include a cuss word and some modern slang. Somewhat modern. Frodo, yeah, dude, there's gonna be a piñata and everything. Gandalf, man, I love Hobbit parties, and you already know I could never turn down some good old Hobbit moonshine and Shire Kush. Does anyone say Kush anymore? Your shit's even better than Prohibition. Frodo, what's Prohibition? Gandalf, well, when you're a time traveler like me, you'll understand. Bilbo, in voiceover narration. See, aren't we just a bunch of sweethearts? We're pretty old-fashioned, but you know, our shit's built to last. When you buy a fridge from us, you aren't gonna be needing another fridge in a couple years. Oh no. Frodo to Gandalf. You know, though, sometimes Bilbo does do some weird stuff. Gandalf, weird stuff. Frodo, yeah, like, cut to Bilbo watching TV, all wrapped up in a shawl and with all the lights out. He looks disturbed. Then Frodo comes in. Frodo, Bilbo? Bilbo freaks out, then jumps up and starts running around the room. Frodo, Bilbo locks himself in the closet. Is this another fucking, like, Requiem for a Dream reference? I swear the TV scene is iconic. Frodo knocks on the closet door. Bilbo, just go ahead! Take it! Hawk the fucking TV set, you little bastard, yeah. Yes, Frodo, I was just gonna tell you I'm going out to the movies. He starts crying and covers his face. I don't know why, like, rough home lives are, like, a staple in these, like, parodies, I don't know. Cause, like, wait till you meet Haldir and the shit that he says. Oh my god. Everyone has problems with their family. I guess that's supposed to be funny. Okay, cut back to the present. Frodo, yeah, that was weird. You know, just stuff like that. Gandalf, concerned. Frodo, well, whatever. Let's talk more about this party. Or maybe tell me that story again. About you and Bilbo's adventure. Gandalf, oh, what, you mean that little old story about the dragon and stuff? Haha, you don't want to hear about that. It's so boring. Nothing you'd make a movie out of. Or 3. Turns to the audience and winks. You know what I'm talking about. Frodo, huh? I was also gonna do those movies, but I wrote like 14 pages, and then I was done. Pretty much just like the hobbits are being sold for meat. This is in the Hobbit trilogy, the Peter Jackson ones. That I was gonna do parodies, but I never did. But anyways, yeah, basically in the beginning, the hobbits are being sold for meat. It's like a parody of Babe. I don't know why Babe comes in here so much, but you know. But anyways, it's like, yeah, they got sent to Rabbit Paradise, where things were so good, they never thought of returning. And then this one lady, I think her name is Miss Hutchinson or something, it's whatever that lady's name is in the lottery, that's her name, because, you know, it's like a reference. And then it's like her husband gets taken away by the meat truck, along with a bunch of other hobbits, and she's like crying, and then they're like, oh, don't cry, he's going to a better place. And she's like, I know, I'm just crying because I'm so happy for him. And then Bilbo, when he's young, he's like the only one that's like, oh, I want to leave here, I'm like, you know, I'm over it. And then he goes and wanders out in the middle of the night, and he goes to this like pub or something, like in the middle of nowhere, like this fucking like random ass, like, he goes beyond the trees and stuff. He finds this like random ass like bar out there, and it's like a gay bar or something. I don't know if it's a gay bar or not, but there's gay guys in there, because then he dances with guys, he grinds and all this shit. And that song, like, I'm Glad You Came, it was playing, and then he leaves the next morning, he comes back the next morning, and then his fucking, you know, his sister and brother-in-law are like fucking crack addicts. That's how he gets custody of Frodo. And then, yeah, you know, all the dwarves come in, and there's like the 7 dwarves, but then there's like 13. Okay, there's 7 dwarves. I don't know why I'm talking about this now, but when else am I going to talk about it? I already threw the notebook away because I didn't want it anymore, so I'm not going to read it on camera, but I'm telling you now. So basically, you know, there's 7 dwarves: happy, sleepy, bashful, grumpy, all them. And then there's Thorin, so that's 8. And then there's still 5 left. So, you know, there's the 2 fairies. A fairy and a half fairy, I guess. That's Killy and Philly. And then, but you're not supposed to know they're fairies yet. They have, like, you know, they hide their wings, like, under their backs. So when Bilbo stands next to them, he just hears this, like a sound like that, because that's like their wings flapping, but he's like, they're just like, oh, that's nothing, you know. And they're called Stripper First Class and Second Class. And then there's Burnout, who's like the creepy one. How many does that make? I always fuck up on this. Okay, wait, with Thorin that was 8. The 2 fairies, that makes 10. Burnout, that makes 11, so there's 2 more. There's also like Badass, the guy with all the tattoos, and then one more. Fat ass, I guess. Badass and fat ass, yeah, that totally, like, charts. Okay, great. So, yeah, that's all the dwarves that come. And then, like, where was I? Actually, you know what? I was thinking about this. I'm not even, I don't even think Burnout is a dwarf either, but I don't think he's a fairy either. I think he's, like, I don't even know what the fuck he is. He's like a mysterious, like, creature. Maybe he's like, I don't know. I don't know what he is. He's some kind of, he's like one of those things that, like, drowns you in the swamp or something. I don't know what he fucking is. He's an asshole. I don't know what he is. Anyways, whatever. The point is they all go on the road. And then, how far did I get? I don't even remember. Oh, I got to the part with Radagast, where Radagast, like, texts Gandalf, and he's like, oh, you want to party? you want to do shrooms and shit? And Gandalf's like, yeah. And then he just leaves everybody else because he's just like, you guys can take care of yourselves. It's fine, you know, I don't have to do anything. Anyways, okay, where was I? I'm like totally out for it. Okay, yeah, hawk the TV set, you little bastard. Frodo, I was just gonna tell you I'm going out to the movies. He starts crying and covers his face. Back to the present. Frodo, yeah, that was weird, you know, just stuff like that. Gandalf, concerned. Frodo, well, whatever, let's talk more about this party, or maybe tell me that story again. Yeah. Okay, nothing you make a movie about or 3. Frodo, huh? Gandalf, oh, nothing. He peeks down the road. Look, baby bunnies. A whole bunch of little child hobbits are running down the road, chasing the cart. Aw, baby bunnies. Gandalf! Satyr in the audience. Aw, his eyes got all watery. My heart just melted. Baby bunnies. Gandalf, fireworks! Gandalf, ... He just ignores them and keeps driving. Baby bunnies. Aww. They stop, all disappointed. Cut to a few minutes later. Gandalf has the cart stopped and is selling fireworks to the baby bunnies. Gandalf, remember you guys, this is 100% no fucking around, authentic Mexican gunpowder in here. So if one of you loses a finger or nose or something, you never saw me, right? I feel like this is like a Cheech Chong thing. Baby bunny is nodding. Right. Gandalf, have fun. He gets back in the cart and drives off. The baby bunnies hurry back into a front yard where an adult bunny is waiting for them. Adult bunny, how'd you guys do? Baby bunny representative, good. We got some El Chupacabras and a Senor Zapatista. Adult bunny, that's not problematic at all. Adult bunny, you did good, kid. Don't tell your dad. Oh, I guess that was not their dad. For some reason, I thought that was their father. Anyway, whatever. I guess it's another adult bunny who's not their father. Cut back to Gandalf and Frodo riding in the cart. Gandalf counting his cash and chuckling. I can never bring myself to disappoint the kiddies. Frodo dryly. Wow, what a great guy you are. Gandalf, oh, come on, don't think I forgot you. He hands Frodo some cash. You're cut. Frodo enthusiastically. Wow, Gandalf, you're a cool dude. Gandalf, haha, yeah, that's my reputation, don't wear it out. Okay, now get off my cart. Cut to Gandalf knocking on Bilbo's door. Bilbo from inside. Go away, you asshole! Can't you read my mailbox? No more visitors! Gandalf, well, what about big, tall, old-ass motherfuckers like me, huh? Bilbo opens the door. Gandalf! He runs out. I feel like when I didn't know what kind of joke to make, I would just use the word motherfucker. Like, everything's funnier if you just say motherfucker, right? That's a rule. He runs out and they hug and cuddle and all that good stuff. Yeah. All these greetings and politeness are getting old pretty fast. It feels like day number 1 of a foreign language class. Oh, God, yeah, tell me about it. I am from San Francisco. I am something years old. I am short. I have brown hair. I have green eyes. Hello. Nice to meet you. Yeah, all that shit. Gandalf. Oh, look at you. 111 years old and you don't look a day over 68. Bilbo blushes. Oh, stop. You're embarrassing me. Pause for a second. Bilbo. Okay, embarrassment over. Say more. They go inside the Hobbit den. Gandalf. So what's new? Bilbo. Oh, hella shit. See, I'm writing this book, and Frodo's something, and writing this book, plus my birthday, and do-do-do-do-do-do-do. He rambles on and on and on, goes hurrying off all around the house, going in and out of doors like in Yellow Submarine or the M.C. Escher painting with the stairs, and defying the laws of physics. Gandalf to himself. Man, Bilbo's either just too excited or he's gotten into some Adderall. What, crack wasn't good enough? There's obviously, like, all types of drugs here. Bilbo appears in front of Gandalf. So what do you think I should do, huh? Gandalf snaps out of his thoughts. Bilbo looks at him expectantly. See what I mean when I didn't cut out, like, a single line? Like, this is a play-by-play. Where was I? Gandalf snaps out of his thoughts. Bilbo looks at him expectantly. Gandalf, let's just drink some tea and talk about it at the table. Bilbo, oh, Gandalf, that's such a good idea. You're such a wise friend. Gandalf smiles to himself. That was easy. Cut to the two of them sitting down and drinking tea. Cheese wheels are also there. Bilbo, man, I'm really starting to get pissed off by this place. You know what I mean? All my fucking relatives and shit. I want to move away from here so bad. Relentless knocking on the door. Gandalf, should we get that? Bilbo, hell no. Fuck those assholes. I'm not supposed to be home right now anyway. The camera zooms out to show a group of his relatives standing right next to the kitchen window, looking in at him and Gandalf impatiently. Gandalf, ... Bilbo reaches over and shuts the window blinds right in their faces. Bilbo, see what I mean? Gandalf, are you still planning to abandon Frodo? Bilbo, yeah, basically. Gandalf, are you sure? I mean, it's kind of cruel. He's just a kid. Bilbo, dude, he's like 50. No, he's like 33, but he will be 50. Dude, he's like 50. He just looks young because we hobbits are like that. Gandalf, still. Bilbo, you can adopt him if you want. I'm sick of playing daddy. I'm getting out of here, and you know what else? I ain't coming back. Cut to that evening. Gandalf and Bilbo are hanging out on the side of the grassy hill, now all buzzed and smoking weed. Bilbo, hey, check it out. I've been practicing this for so long, and I can finally do it. He takes a toke off his pipe, and with hella concentration, blows a nice smoke ring. He gets all proud of himself. Bilbo, what do you think? Gandalf, oh, that's pretty good. How about this? He blows out a breath of smoke, which becomes a ship, complete with a tiny crew and everything. Little smoke sailor. There she blows! Bilbo, ... Show off. Yeah, my sister's ex was like, what a tryhard. The smoke sailors scream with their little tiny voices as they dissipate into air. Oh, their lives got so short. They got a taste of consciousness just to have it taken away. Bilbo, is it time for the party yet? He looks down at his watch, only to see that it's drawn on his wrist with marker. Okay, like Patrick from SpongeBob. Okay, well, it's a random joke. It's like, I needed a joke there, but it was... See what I mean? Sometimes these jokes are just like, I needed something funny here. Otherwise, it will literally be just a retelling of the movie. And it's like, okay, that's what I got. Okay. Cut to dun dun dun, the party scene. Woo, party. All the hobbits are partying their little asses off, riding bumper goats at each other, laying all over barrels of booze, laughing their insane little clown laughs, doing beer bongs and keg stands and all that shit. Oh my god, that would be so good at keg stands. That would be so hilarious. I don't know why I always think of, like, because you know in The Hobbit, like, Bilbo calls himself, like, Barrel Rider, and I always thought of that as being, like, in, like, a stripper sense. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Bilbo is hammered and telling a dramatic, slurry story to a bunch of teeny-weeny baby bunnies. Bilbo. And then I was all like, hey, I said to the Rolling Stones, why don't you just do the video, like, simple, wear face paint and costumes. It'll be revolutionary. I thought of that. It was my idea. You ever listen to one of these people when it says drunk people becoming all megalomaniac and telling stories like that? Frodo dancing. I don't want to be a chicken, I don't want to be a duck, na. Sam was off to the side, watching all the other hobbits having a good time. Sam, eyes got all watery. How many times have people's eyes watered up? And you know more eye watering is to come. This is just like, oh my god, like, might as well just have hay fever all the time. Stop biting me, you little maniac. He's biting me literally for no reason. Sam is off to the side, watching all the other hobbits having a good time. Sam, eyes get all watery. I'm so alone. He tucks his head down and cries quietly into his beer mug. Frodo appears out of the ground by Sam's side, like Snoopy. Oh, he just pops out of the ground. Frodo, oh, why are you crying? Sam sniffs. No one wants to dance with a boring, tubby flower pot like me. Frodo, oh, you're not a flower pot. Tugs on Sam's sleeve. Come on, it's not your birthday, so you can't cry if you want to. Let's go dance. He pulls Sam up and shoves him roughly into the circle of dancing bunnies. Sam stumbles right into the arms of Rosie. Rosie keeps dancing with him, but she looks over at Frodo like, what the fuck? Frodo, awkward grin. Rosie, dark glare. Frodo flashes $5. Rosie nods and keeps dancing. Frodo, phew. Cut to Gandalf drunkenly having a one-way argument with a tree. What? And shaking his staff at it. Nearby, the baby bunnies are playing dangerous games with fireworks. They have one of their friends tied up with duct tape to a small wooden post with the fireworks around his legs. Inquisitioner Bunny. Talk, knave. Tell us where you hid the treasure, or we'll blow you apart. He flicks on a lighter. Prisoner Bunny. I'll never speak. I'd rather die than betray. Inquisitioner. Then you shall die. Suddenly, right when they're about to light the fireworks, Merry and Pippin pop out of nowhere and come running by. Merry, incoming! He dashes by and steals half their fireworks. Baby bunnies, hey, no fair! Perry, okay. Oh yeah, Merry and Perry. Perry runs past, following Merry, and steals the other half. Baby bunny is pissed off. Hey, you guys can't do that! Merry, just call it manifest destiny, little suckers. Merry and Perry laugh maniacally as they run away. Ha 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 ha! Cut to Bilbo making idle chit-chat with some lady holding a toddler. Then in the middle of their conversation, a whole horde of like 8 other bunny children and teenagers go by. Oldest teenager. Hey, Ma, we're going off to the movies. Mom, okay, kids. Bilbo eyes all the kids as they go off. Bilbo, whoa, were all those yours? Lady shrugs casually. Yeah, you know, some of them. The other half were at home. They weren't feeling the party. Haha, little brats. Back in my day, if you stayed home from a party, you were a fucking loser. Well, nice talking to you. Bye. She wanders off, following her brood. Bilbo whistles to himself. Damn, she must have nothing left downstairs. I mean, I'm talking the Grand Canyon down there. That's so fucked up. Then suddenly out of nowhere, Bilbo starts having some kind of bad trip and everything becomes twisted and evil. Laughter sounds low and demonic. The camera starts to do those strange angles of distortion and stuff, and the music sounds like Stairway to Heaven played backwards. Okay.